You are writing your final writing assignment. I'm so excited. I want you to take out one of these, please. Make sure, find in your house a red pen or a red pencil, either one. Before you start this assignment, you must go back and check any feedback that I gave you from Friday's work. And make sure you have looked at that before you move on to this rough draft video, okay? You're gonna make, this is the assignment that I have in your assignment sheet for today. So I'm gonna go through it with you so you are sure you know what's going on. I want you to have that assignment out while you are doing this, because you're gonna need to check things off and make sure, like I normally give you a physical checklist, today's assignment is gonna be your checklist for today. Got it? Okay, let's go. You're gonna first check. I'm just gonna go through what you're required to do. Do not do it all with me here on the video. You're gonna need to take your time and think and come up with better editing options for your story. Check that you have 6 to 8 sentences. The first thing you're gonna do is make sure you have a main idea. You need to make sure that you have something along the lines of, the 2 things I really enjoyed about 2nd grade were morning, blah, blah, blah. You have a 1 and a 2. You should have a full sentence about 2nd grade and the 2 things you have. Your first memory has to be stated. That means you have to say something about this first thing, morning greetings at the door, and then you have to have 2 to 3 sentences about that thing. Then you have to tell what your second memory is, and have 2 to 3 sentences explaining that thing, that memory. And then you must have a conclusion sentence that does not have the word conclusion in it. It just needs to continue on in your writing. Your final sentence will be something about being thankful to God in some way, okay? Once you're sure that you have all of the required sentences, then you are gonna move on to this part for today. It's called improve 4 sentences. That's your only job today, is to make it better. You're gonna change words to make a stronger choice. That means you pick a stronger adjective, or you pick a stronger verb, or instead of saying party, you might say celebration. Pick bigger, more interesting words that fit into your thing. Find a few of those to change. Or you can add some prepositional phrases. You know what those are, you've been studying them. Stick some in there. In the morning, I liked to come to school and see all my friends. Or at recess, that would be an introductory prepositional phrase. Anything that you want to add in there, you can add a prepositional phrase to tell us when or how or where those memories happened. That's a prepositional phrase option for you. Or you could add some interesting adjectives. Describe that game. Describe those friends. Describe what it looked like, smelled like, felt like, sounded like. What kinds of description can you add for me? Or adverbs. Add how, when, and where things happened. Add some interesting adverbs, or you could add some compound verbs. We dribbled and shot the basketball, or we laughed and cried. It was so crazy, okay? You only have to pick 4. I want you to make sure you remember that. That is part of your assignment for today. I need to see that you have 4 different improvements. It's going to happen in red. Notice, if I have my book here and I'm going to change a word and I'm going to say, instead of really, I want to change that to a more interesting adverb. I'm going to cross it out 1 line through in red. And I'm going to put one of these little caret things above it. See my little arrow caret? And I'm going to say, I'm going to change that to I especially enjoyed. So I'm going to make that go above on my line above, and I have a little arrow saying that's where it's going to drop down to. Now I have changed a word. Okay? What if I wanted to change stay at home to be a stronger choice? Instead of stay at home school, I might cross that out and I might call this Corona School. Corona School, or COVID-19 school. And I would make sure I had my little arrow to drop down to show me that as I get along here, I'm going to see the red line and I'm going to drop that in. Anytime you want to drop something in, you're going to use that special pointer arrow, okay? Today, you're only making it better. Don't let spelling slow you down. Don't let periods slow you down. We're going to deal with all of that tomorrow. You just need to make it better. I want 4 improved sentences before you turn your work in today. Then number 3 today, you're supposed to read it again. Find sentences that don't make sense. You probably will have some after you change things around. Find sentences that need more explanation and fix them. So you'll have 4 improvements, but you might have 3 or 4 sentences that you need to make your reader understand what's going on a little better. That's what's required today. By the time you get through, the only thing that's going to need to be corrected for the next day's work is spelling, punctuation, things like that. Today is about making it make sense and making it sound interesting while you're giving your reader all the information they need. Okay? Checking for those things. I look forward to reading your work. Ready, set,